Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, All Things Keto with Kelsey. I'm Kelsey and I'm so glad you're here today. If you follow me on Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube, you know that I just got back from vacation with my family. And usually when I go on vacation, I just try to, first of all, relax. But second of all, I really like to just think about my goals and like all the areas of my life that I feel like I need some improvement on. I usually come home from vacation and I start on like a decluttering project, or I start like a new fitness program or something like that, because I just feel like refreshed and ready to start something new. So this year was no different. I have put a lot of thought into kind of what's next for me on my journey, because I want to be transparent with you guys. I want you to know that the things that I decide to do and I think about doing, like they fluctuate. I am kind of an impulsive person and I don't always follow through. Following through on those things is definitely a weakness of mine. Going into this year, I knew it wasn't going to be a huge weight loss year, just because there's not quite as much weight to lose to get to where I want to be, which is super great. But one of the areas in the health and wellness in my diet world, I have a hard time with maintenance. I've never really done maintenance well. When I stop seeing the scale go down, I lose motivation. So, as we know, motivation is a feeling, and you can't determine what you're doing with your life based on whether or not you're motivated. I'm motivated to try pushing harder again. And I've been, the last 3 months have been kind of slow, just kind of like maintaining with a little bit of gain here and there. Nothing crazy, but it has not been a weight loss phase. I have been hearing a lot of noise on the internet about the 75 hard, and I kind of wanted to do a 75 hard. So going into vacation, I decided that I was going to plan how to make a 75 hard happen for me, how to make it work. I did a lot of planning, and then I decided to look up 75 hard on the internet and see what the originators meant. And so they are very rigid in their 75 hard. So a 75 hard is basically 75 days where you commit to taking a progress photo of yourself. You commit to 2 45-minute workouts. One has to be outside. You commit to sticking to a diet. You commit to 10 pages of reading a day, drinking a gallon of water, no alcohol. I think that sums it up, I think. And I have no problem with those mostly. Like my back is not at a place where I am gonna put an hour and a half of exercise on it every single day. Even if it's just walking for an hour and a half, it's too much for me. So I was gonna adjust that. And then I don't really read very fast, so I didn't want to commit to reading 10 pages every day. And so basically in this article that I found by the original 75 hard people, they're just like, yeah, if you think this is too hard for you, well, it's supposed to be a challenge, so get over it, basically. And that's fine. Like, if you're into 75 hard, awesome. Like, go you, and I'm so proud of anybody who accomplishes that. Like, good job. But for me, where I'm at today, I was not ready to commit to the 75 hard. So I was just gonna call it like an adjusted 75 hard and just like talk about it like it was 75 hard, but my modified 75 hard. But apparently the people who came up with the 75 hard do not like the modified 75 hard. So they don't really appreciate people modifying it and making it their own. So that's fine. I decided to name my own thing. And for myself, I'm going to take the next 12 weeks and I am going to spring into action. This is my Spring into Action challenge, and I want to tell you what I want to accomplish during this next 12 weeks. The next 12 weeks are pretty much going to get us to summer. So the changeover of seasons, and actually I'm starting March 26th, which is tomorrow. So I'm like 5 days into spring already, but that's okay. So I decided to take the next 12 full weeks, and that will get us to the end of the spring season and into the summer. I'm gonna focus on three major areas. So one of the quotes that really motivated me to get going on something again was this, and it's going around Instagram on a lot of reels, and it says, take the next 3 months and donate them to your future self. Commit to something that you are going to thank yourself for doing a year from now. Like, that was a big motivator to me. If I can just commit 3 months to this, I am sure that I'm going to build some habits that are going to help me maintain and continue this journey of health in my future. That's where I kind of came up with the amount of time I wanted to spend, and I'm never going to regret taking 3 months out of my year to do these things to improve my health. So I have 3 different areas that I want to focus on. So number 1 is my morning routine. I'm going to bring back my morning routine. I have had phases in my life where I've gotten up at 5 a.m. I've gotten up at 4:30 a.m. to do yoga. But I used to do the Miracle Morning routine by Hal Elrod, and I'm actually going to reread that book in the near future. But I am going to start my day at least at 5 a.m., if not earlier. And I'm going to get my exercise in, and I'm going to read. I'm going to do my, daily devotion, spend time in prayer and the Bible. So my morning routine, I want to get that going again and get it going well. The second area I want to focus on is my fasting area. I have been working on fasting, as you guys know, for several months. I've been fasting on and off for about 4 years now. And I have phases where I'm really good at it, and I have phases where I'm not so good at it. In these 12 weeks, I want to focus on, for the first 4 weeks, I'm going to focus on one 36-hour fast a week and one 24-hour fast. So I'll do those fasts, spaced 3 days apart or something like that. And then I will do that for 4 weeks consistently. Along with the fasting, I will also be implementing TRE, which I've been practicing, and it's getting better. It's getting easier to do, but that's basically where you sit down and you eat your full, well-rounded meal in a timely manner, less than an hour, and then you stop eating, no snacks, and then you're going to eat your lunch, a full, well-rounded meal for lunch. You're going to stop eating after you eat your lunch. And for me, lunch has been my last meal of the day. But if I need a third meal of the day, I can have a full, well-rounded meal for dinner. And then I'm done, and I go on to the next day for breakfast. So I will be implementing intermittent fasting, but fasting, a 36-hour period and a 24-hour period each week. And then also doing the TRE, time restricted eating. My third area is my eating. So my eating, I'm making some big changes in my eating. I'm going to try to be avoiding dairy, avoiding nuts, and avoiding sweeteners. And what I mean by that is nuts, no nuts at all, no almond flour, and then dairy is going to be no dairy except for butter. So I'll still be getting some fat from butter, but the majority of dairy is out. Then I'm going to avoid most sweeteners I consume regularly that has sweeteners in it is my electrolyte mix. And I'm not going to buy unflavored electrolytes just for this. I'm just going to use what I have on hand. I drink 1 quart jar of electrolytes every day, and it has sweetener in it. It has stevia. So I'm just going to drink that. And not let that count against me. But what I mean is I'm not going to make keto desserts so that I can enjoy something sweet. I'm not going to make a salad dressing that has sweetener in it so that I can enjoy that. I'm just going to have, more simple salad dressings, or get Primal Kitchen salad dressings that don't have sweeteners or something like that. The one exception to these 3 rules for the first 4 weeks is going to be Easter. So Easter, we are going to be celebrating with my brother-in-law and sister-in-law, and we will have a meal. We'll have a meal together, and it's going to be pretty healthy actually. But if I were to make a spinach salad with pecans and feta cheese and my maple balsamic dressing that I use that I use the maple syrup sweetener in, I'm going to eat the salad. But I'm not going to go crazy. But that's my one exception. So then at the end of this 4 weeks, I'm just going to reevaluate, see if I've, lost a bunch of weight, or my inflammation level has gone down significantly, or pain has gone down significantly. Just kind of reevaluate how things are going and see if I want to reintroduce dairy. I would like to up my fasting a little bit each 4-week chunk. So hopefully I'll go from fasting a 36-hour and a 24-hour a week to fasting a 48-hour and a 36-hour. So we'll be adjusting as we go along. But this is kind of what I have planned for my Spring into Action challenge. I'm challenging myself because I've been a little bit lazy. I've gotten a little bit discouraged about the hard work that I'm not putting in. And why would I see progress when I'm not putting in hard work and I'm not really focusing on it? So I'm ready to take control again and get back to work. I'm ready to get back to work and stop procrastinating. I would challenge you guys to jump in with me. Pick 2 or 3 areas in your health journey that you would like to improve, and just tell yourself what you're going to do over the next 4 weeks, over the next 8 weeks, over the next 12 weeks. I think you'd be surprised by how much progress you make, and I hope to be surprised and excited to share with you by the progress that I'm making. I hope this encouraged you to get back at it if you have been having a hard winter. It looks like it's going to be spring here soon. I want to encourage you to get back at it. If you feel like you're alone, you're not. I'm with you. And as always, I hope wherever you are today, you're having a great day, and I'll see you soon, friends.